Human trafficking is selling people for a profit.
Human trafficking is viewed by many as modern-day slavery. Most people say, what? In the United States?
Washington becomes a really pivotal state.
Well, I think it's a big mistake when people think that either they're just solely assigned to the sex slave trade. We see them in all kinds of other roles: nannies, housekeeping.
Many times the victims are forced into labor.
They're being victimized by fear.
We need to do more.
These are people, and they just need somebody to reach out to them.
Because they are as important as we are.
The first time I left, my parents, they sent me because they want me to get better education. I came to America in Seattle. My auntie said, that's really much easy for her. She can care about me. She can give me better education. I trust her like 100%. So I went to work with her every day. They have one side in the restaurant and one side at the bar. I work in the kitchen. I work almost like 7 days a week. I work about 12 hours every day at the summer. She actually didn't pay me anything. They, push me. She usually yelled at me. Sometimes they throw some stuff on my face. They hit me and I'm scared. Like they bring me home and, lock the door. They can move me to another island, the small one, and they will open another restaurant over there. She said if she saw me again, she will hit me until I die. It's really hard to tell someone else my story again. I have to go through that, and I try to forgive them.
Human trafficking victims are treated like slaves.
I always think of it as being sort of a third world problem, and I didn't realize that it actually extended right here into our own community.
This is a very serious problem.
Part of the trafficking route is through British Columbia and then across the border into Washington State.
Our investigation has revealed that the aliens were charged as much as $35,000 apiece to be smuggled from their home countries through Canada into the United States.
This investigation resulted in the detention of over 60 smuggled individuals. Some were young children that we consider victims.
We're certainly concerned about anybody's health and safety that try to enter the United States this way.
Many times they pay substantial amounts of money to be allowed to come here. And then they come and find out that not only doesn't their money help them when they get here, they're left destitute and victims of whoever perpetrated the crime on them.
They can't go back to their countries, and they're very fearful.
My mother decided to meet with someone. I didn't know who that someone was. It's a male. She sold me to the trafficker. I was forced to do prostitution, do labor. I was forced to take care of the man that would buy me. For 22 years I was bonded, taken from place to place. The perpetrator decided that I would be a very good resource to go and take drug trafficking. Your job is to swallow drugs. We went to the airport. We met there with another victim. I wanted to scream and go out there and tell people, but we were right next to him. He continued to say, if you said anything, we'll kill you. One of the victims became very ill. She said to me, I think a balloon popped in my body and I think I'm dying. She collapsed right there. It all happened so fast. They say that if we escape, they'll look for us. So we're not safe, really. They took all my life. They take your life and they take your humanity away from you.
It's never a victory for a society to allow people to be victimized. It's morally repugnant to us.
We have done a lot in our state with regard to trafficking of human beings, but we still have a long way to go.
I can be a voice for those victims. I have chosen to speak because of my personal story as a child sold into slavery in India. I was actually kidnapped from my mom and then sold to my broker, who got the ownership of me. They didn't want me anymore, so they basically threw me out, and I ended up being in an orphanage, and then I was again sold again into the United States.
Human trafficking is modern-day slavery, and it comes in many forms. One of them is child soldier. When I was recruited to child soldier, I was at an age of 9 to train to fight and to kill. My father put me on a boat and sent me out to the sea. The term they call us is a boat people. When a human that are going through with this type of tragedy, that will always have that scar on them. The way that I can heal from my scar is to turn around and to help others.